Alright, Keith. Hi, Christine. Sorry, I was just filling the tank up. As you can see, the brachadi are all gone. I've got various fish, Julie Dechromis, other Tanganyikan, African species, Congo tetras, yellow Congo tetras, plecos, rainbow fish, bits of everything. Some tanks, all them tanks of shrimp are now empty, all my shrimp are gone, barring Kaz's. That shrimp tank's empty. And there's my, just have to turn these lights off so you don't see them. There's my discus tank. There's my discus tank. Sold on my brachadi. Charlotte came up for the weekend from Lottie's Nature. She sold all my brachadi for me. So because she did that, I said to her, seeing as you've done such a good job, I'll let her keep the money. Yeah, I only have blue diamond, blue sapphire, cherry shrimp and Bloody Mary. And Glenn's having my boas. I'm giving Glenn the boas as well. I also give Charlotte all these shrimp. If you'd have seen Charlotte's live, she left here with a van full of stuff. She took the rest of the isopods. I sent her home with 7 fully cycled sponge filters and some plug-in filters. Some stuff to make lids. All my shrimp foods. As you can see now, I've pretty much got nothing left shrimp-wise. 4 items, 5. Yeah, this is my discus tank, and I'm not keen on that lumen highlights of shit. Full crypt. There's some big plants being put at the back, and then I've got this Fissenden's moss that'll grow out like a tree. Then I'll attach a little bit of it there, and a little bit on this end. Yeah, I'm not a gent. I don't mind helping out. And now I've got space for another 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks. What of yet? I just don't know. Right, that's that one. So let me turn out that. Had King of DIY on the chat as well again. The tank cycled, Keith. I just need to put some. I need a tall plant for the back. It's fully cycled, all tested, done. TDS is 120. KH is on point. GH is where it should be, and I've got the underneath here is all aqua soil. It's the shrimp soil, so got pH of 6. Hello, Jose. Jose. I'll get it right one day. Jose. I honestly haven't a clue. I thought about some val of some sort. Simply because I've got the height. And like I say, it's fully loaded. I put a full nutrient base down, put a bit of dirt in there from all tanks. I haven't decided yet, Keith. Val was an option because I know Val grows tall. But then I've got it crypts. Is there any crypts what grow tall? Because I did say I was going to keep all cryptocorans. And I've took all these crypts out of a tank. Out of a tank of... I remodeled this tank because I had to put some beaten fish in it, and then she's dug it all up. Just doing a water change on this one. Yeah, I've got no shrimp, no plants. Oh, she took all my plants as well. All my bulls. All my mosses, as you can see. All the floating plants. As she took this light. I've still left the tanks running because I'm just going to take the soil out and put fresh in. And then just add an eater. And then they're good to go. So I've kept them running. The Balanese, I know the Balanese, I've seen that one. That grows quite long and tall, doesn't it? That was I think that was on the options. One of the options. That's a big Arapama. Welcome in, Addison. If you haven't already, please feel free to like and subscribe. Some of my crypts, the one that was pink, do you know the one that was pink on the edges? The leaves are changing colour. I'll wait till the tank's full and I'll show you. But these underneath, these are like a burgundy red underneath, but green on top. But there wasn't that colour until I put them with shrimp soil. So you're showing there's something in shrimp soil what's... Yes, Charlotte set up a full rack. Maybe iron. I've got root tabs in with iron. I've also dosed with fertiliser with iron in. I did think that. So I also put some new root tabs in as well. I said I wasn't noticing any difference in my plants from not using fertiliser, right? Honest to God, the crypts, the ends of the leaves started to curl inwards, if that makes sense. So, the soil definitely does something to crypts, 100%. I've seen it with many crypts, not just one, a few. I mean, when I first had shrimp, I had some pink flamingo. And in one tank it wouldn't even go, but in the shrimp soil it went fucking super pink. Hi Mike. Welcome in. I'm nearly at the 200 mark. But yeah, don't buy them Lumini lights, them gooseneck, they're rubbish. You need about 30 to light your tank up. But yeah, this tank basically, if I'm just giving it a chance to bed in and that's all. And then I thought about adding some floating plants. But then when you've got a lid on the tank, floating plants tend to sweat and not do great. I've put 2 plecos in here as well, male and a female. They're already starting to play chase. So there's 2 snow white plecos in here, and as you can see, they've made a shit ton of, look at all that pleco poop. This was covered in biofilm, and they've absolutely, I ain't taking it up yet because dirt is good. I'm doing a water change on it. When I do a water change, I'll just swell above just to take it up. Yeah, just 2 plecos, a male and a female. I've tried my best. It was a quick job. Hello Lynn, welcome in. It was a 10-minute planting job, and I think that was down to I already knew where I'd laid the platform ready, like the foundations of the soils, and you know, planned ahead, I had everything in place, I guess. I've put some amanos I don't think are too good at 28, 29 Celsius, but I do have some snails in it. I am adding snails. I've got snails in every other tank, and every other tank's thriving, so... The only thing with this tank, it's quite soft water, so I don't think snails would do... Well, it's a new plant, well, yeah, really. Took them from another tankling, and I had more than I actually thought I had. I didn't want to overfill it, but I want something up the back. And then, excuse that light, don't buy the Lomanai gooseneck. It's shit. And that on top's Vissenden's Fontassa. And that'll just literally grow out like a big bulk. Wendy T and Petchy. And that one there's the same as that pink edged one in the other tank. That came in, Keith, as mixed, so I'm not sure. I'll see if I can see the pink one. I'll show you what I mean. See if I can get it. There we are, look at the pink, look at it. This is that pink, look, this is that pink plant here, look. That crypt. Look at the leaves there. They've got like a rose pink. And I don't know what it is. Excuse the light. Right, hang on, see if I can... No, you won't get the light if... Yeah, same plant, look. But it's changing. It's got like veins on it. Hard work. There's my blue shrimp. And my 1,000 rainbow fish don't stop breeding. Thread fin male there. You won't think in this tank there's 4 pairs of plecos. I've got space here now as well. Charlotte took that tank. She took my crubensis as well. Blue neod. Yeah, there was bred from a French breeder, Johannes, and shipped to someone in the UK, and then I ended up with them. Walkeri, not sure, but I'll check that out. But it's It's like changing, it's going through like a change. I love me some blue Neos. Or red. Blue or red are my two best one. Chocolate marble Ecuadorus. I had a chocolate marble Ecuadorus in this tank, Mike, and is it a rubra? Keith, am I right saying rubra? And it just didn't do well at all. Like smaller species, but it didn't do well at all. CO2. I was thinking about adding CO2, you know, because I want this as my... And it'd be interesting to see how that what that Fissenden goes like with CO2. Lots of water changed and good filtration. I always Johannes, I always over filter my tanks. For the simple reason, you then got extra filters for your next tank, ready cycled. Plus I always do what Catfish Craig does, and I've got like a cheap generic Amazon powerhead filter with like a canister, and I just fill it full of floss and I'll throw it in a tank for an hour and I'll let it polish off and take it out. 100% Keith, yes, 100%. Considering it's an inline, oh sorry, I'm hearing my smoke. It's an inline heater built into the thing. The water temperature, because I've got a thermometer here and a thermometer there, the water temperature is exactly the same. Yeah, so far so good. I've already give the thingies a little rinse, but I rinsed them in some tank gravy. The pre-filter. What a genius idea the pre-filter is. You've got one doing good under every light, but it really needs the light. I have the other one at the same setup. See how crypts... I've had crypts, these crypts tend to do in... I've done alright in low light. But then I've got some like... These ones love highlight. You 100% rate the Biomaster. Well, I give it a 90 out of 100 because it could be a little bit faster, but I suppose that goes with getting a more powerful one. But you'd think for the size it is, it'd give off more oomph. Oh, the chocolate could do... Oh, right, okay, yeah, that's probably what mine didn't. Didn't do well at all. It was underneath other plants, so it was shaded. I've started taking all the stem plants out as well, Keith, because I'm not liking stem plants. They're just a nuisance and they're messy. Charlotte on her chat the other day had 75. That's a lie, that, because I've had 28 on here. It's like my watch hours compared to my studio, to my YouTube, they're all different. The Rosetta type plants. I don't do well with Amazon swords. I don't know why. I think they do okay in here. I've thought about Amazon swords, but I can keep them alive. They just don't grow tall. My Julie de Chromas Kipliara and Ian O'Keefe. They are there. Excuse the cloudy tank. I reset it and put some more marine rock in it. Fish fan. Yeah, there's got 57 in there, including the male and the female. My next plan is to make loads of these, and then I challenge Charlotte with selling all these because they're a £25 fish, and you don't even want to know what I got from a Brashadi. But they all sold. I've still got my normal Brashadi with my albino and all the fry. They've actually bred again. There's a second batch in there already. Where'd you get some Frontosa? Hello, David. Welcome in. I can't fault these. These are the rope tabs I'm using, just because I did a little bit of looking value for money wise, and the fact you get 80 root tabs, and I can't complain with them. They're swell UK, the root tabs, but you get 80, and they've got the exact same ingredients as like your APIs. But yeah, I've still got the albino normal, and I've got a normal female Keith what got beaten to shit. She's in here. You'll see her now. See if she comes out. There she is. She had no tail left, no fins. Very underrated fish. Just so easy to breed. Too easy to breed. You could put them in a bucket and I think they'd breed. Thanks, Lynn. Well, that's swell. Do you know what? No, I don't think he does. I don't think he does, actually. Which is weird, because if you sell plants, you'd think he'd have... I think he sells some fertilisers and stuff. I think it's the Aquadip one he has. But again, Aquadip don't do a root tab. The tropical ones are good, but it's the cost, Mike, for how many I need for what I do. I'm like, so I looked on all the ingredients, and a lot of them are pretty much the same. Just depends how they press them, or if they put them in capsules, for instance. Osmocote. I've heard that. So now I've got that tank free and set up. I put all the extra filters I've put in there running so they don't lose the cycle. Cheaper brand. You'd be surprised. I mean, I paid for the 80 root tabs, I think it was $8.95. You only get 10 with API. Or you can make your own. Put the filter on Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte was here. I'll show you what painting she did for me. The scalation, she's even put pearl in it, so if you look at it when it's got light on, it actually glows. I'll never give up. I'll never stop loving this. It's like my favourite painting. Yeah, because I'm like 45. She's 30. Yeah, she is. She's doing some commission pieces for a few people now, Greg. I got some work, some jobs to do. Sorry for moving you around, guys. Yeah, it's really nice, Lynn. I think, do you know what I think it is, Mike? I kind of like family figure it, I guess. Plus, I know a lot of dudes on not none of you guys, but some dudes on internet are pervy freaks. I'm all for the banter. My sense of humour is quite dry. Some people like it, some people don't. But at the same time, I can't be someone who I aren't. We took real good care of them both. We fed and watered them loads. First night they was here, they said they had the best pizza. The first time they'd had a pizza up north. They've never been up north, only to Manchester, but that's like northwest, not northeast. But yeah, they had a king size bed to sleep in a lot. Sky TV, internet, breakfast, dinner and breakfast, lunch and dinner, sorry. We call it tea up north. Come on, it's tea time. It's time for your tea, kids, get in. Yeah, definitely, Lynn, it's a really good canvas. She's doing me some more. She's also doing free pieces commissioned by her, which will be signed, and I'll be giving them away. And that's including all countries, by the way, because I looked at international postage for up to was it an A2 size canvas, and it was $34.95. So the giveaway will be for free commission pieces of what I choose, dependent what I'm thinking at the time. While Charlotte was here, Keith, I taught her how to use RO, how to remineralise it. Showed her what RO is, what it's about, what it means, what it has to go through, what's chamber 1, what's chamber 2, what's chamber 3, blah de blah. She took it all in, and she did really well catching all the shrimp, because some of them there was tons of babies. Her and her partner took it in turns catching, and Ola Brashadi, she caught, I actually timed her, she caught 257 Brashadi, because I've got my clicky thing. She caught them in 17 minutes, and that was from emptying the tank, stopping the filter, and then filling it back up. She brought this big, massive net, Keith, and just went from one side to the other. There was no way they could get through. I need a big net. For what I do, for breeding, I need a big net. Oh, she impressed me. She impressed me. She's certainly got the knack for being an aquatic keeper, shall we say. She's got a rack all set up with the tanks already running and that. She's just setting up her shrimp tanks now, which I give her all fully cycled sponge filters. And she even kept them in a bucket. We put all the sponge filters together, and then I got my dirtiest filter and I washed it all in the bucket of water, and I put some bacteria in there, and then left the nest on in there, so it was stood, so it was never stood still. So she's used all them filters. Well, she's got about half a ton of Lymphocelia sessiflora, and she's going to put that, to get the height, and just fill some of the gaps out in the tank. I've given her these plant rings, so she's going to do it in bunches and proper bury them, so then they can't be uprooted as easy, shall we say. But yeah, she certainly listened like a good student. And she blagged me head with her knowledge of frogs and shit. But we've decided, because she's going to come up here every time, next time she comes here she'll only be collecting just the Julia Dechromis Kiplei fry to sell. So it can be done in a day. I've invested in a battery operated air pump for a car. And got some heat packs. So then the fish can be put into a cooler. As opposed to bagging them all up individually, or 10 per bag. Because Charlotte literally nearly cleaned me out of 50 bags. I think she used 24. But yeah, she took on the booze. I kept my rare mosses, and I've got some rare mosses in here. Welcome in, TK. How are you doing? Oh, you have a friend in work called TK? Doing good, glad to hear it. The Kiplei are slowly venturing from this spot here, slowly working their way behind. I've just done like a realm of rock, bit of marine rock, lava rock and ocean Texas stony rock. Next plan. Well, tomorrow I have 12 albino stare-by Corydorus arriving. Then this tank up here is getting turned into a tank for drip fin barbs, fully planted. This tank down here is going to get turned into, what did I choose? It's between more rainbow fish or, what else did I pick? Not the viscous, that's for that tank. I can't remember. And then the rest of the tanks are just going to be tanked for fry, just for an overspill. I don't want to be overcrowded again, Keith, because that tank alone was taking me about 20 quid a week to feed alone. just all fry. That's $25 for the Americans. And then the plan is to get the discus for this. It's either the heckle or not the red pigeon blood, the yellow, or the yellow snake skin. I've seen some 3.5 inches, £120. Goida River. Where have I seen them before? Or someone talked about Goida. Is it on Keeping Fish Simple? But no, Keith, I'll be, I ain't overly decided yet. I do like rainbows. It's like a work in progress. I'm just doing it tank by tank now. Gary Lang, that might be it. Yeah, one of his. He had Gary Lang on, and that's where I've seen it. Gary Lang's the man with rainbows. I don't know how to put you on this tank, guys. I'm just going to do a water change. Move, Ali. Move. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Thank you. Cat was in the way. Oh. First, turn the filter off. Take this piece of sponge off the filter here. See how it catches all the leaf debris? It's like a skimmer. It's a good idea. Rather than net it all up, you just pop it off, give it a squeeze, put it back on top of the filter. It's as easy as that. Need to turn that filter off. That's that filter off. Push this filter down so it still runs while half empty. Sorry guys. Oh, from the same breeder. Nice. Lymphocelia. This is how I keep control of my snails, as well as doing a water change. Sorry snails. Sorry. God, my shrimp are multiplying in this tank with the congos in. There wasn't at first, but way more have survived now. And I've got some stunning reds. Yes, I do. Snow White. Just Snow White though, that's all I've got. Although I might invest, I am investing in some L134s, I've started saving for them. And some either 236s or LO46. I don't just want babies, I want to save and pay. I want to try and get hold of some juveniles, basically. But I held back about 10 pairs of bristle noses for just for future things, breeding projects. I don't even know why I do this substrate, because it's clean. Yeah, I've got some really nice red shrimp in here. Solid red. Oops, excuse me. What size were they before the bred? My original pair was, one was 4 inches and one was just short of 5 inches. But I've had some what bred at 3 inches and 4 inches. I don't add my caves until I can see the right size. It's like at this moment in time I've got juvenile females and they've all got eggs. But it's like the male and female I've put in here are only about 3.5, one's 3.5, one's 3 inches. I think the male's about 3.5, the female's about 3. But I don't see why you can't breed from that size, because if she's producing eggs, then surely that's... I always, before breeding them as well, I always make sure they've had an absolute feast, because that male tends to go all week without food. Some also say having 2 males to 1 female, and the other males can actually you're right, I'm just having to move buckets of water out. The male can actually take over from the other male and start fanning the eggs, which gives the other male a chance to eat. Then what I do with my wastewater, literally put the pump in, plug it in, switch it on, and out goes my wastewater to the outside. Yeah, she's still alright. Still alright to breed at 3 inches. Ball python love, welcome in. What's in the bucket? That's just the wastewater and all the old plants. When I've cut plants and took floating plants out and bits of leaf and stuff. Just general tank dirt. But it's mostly water. Courgette, mushrooms, and green beans. They seem the 3 favourite one. Or sweet potato, even sweet potato. No, because when I add the tube, I put like a guard on the end so it stops anything getting sucked up. So only small things can get sucked up, not fish. I have done it with shrimp, where I've had found shrimp in the bucket though. Then that's that. That's that done. Just another 20 litres out of this and it should be... But yeah, green beans and courgette are my favourite for plecos. Courgette definitely. But I also do a rapashi mix maybe once a week, but they only get that Keith once a week. And that's mixed with morning wood, soylent green and bottom scratcher. But if I'm quite frank and honest, I haven't fed them rapashi in about a month. I've just been eating wafers and fish food. Move you guys out of the way while I put the bucket back to get more water out. Yeah, rapashi is definitely a must. It's just a good, just a good all-round sauce of a bit of everything. It is, yes, definitely. And you can add any bulk feeders to it yourself, do you know what I mean? So if you want to put anything else into it to bulk it up a bit, you can. Yeah, that's why I put the two plecos in, Keith. I was getting loads and loads of biofilm in the tank. I was like, right, plecos in and they've vet the lot. And they've actually cleaned the wood. I've added some shrimp foods to them. One of the shrimp foods was the high protein shrimp food. I blended it. I turned it into like a powder and added it in. I've also added a bit of flake food. Just as an extra filler because they tend not to eat the flake food. Just the flake food. But if it's disguised in a way you can get it in the fish to give it a bit of a fatty up. Hello Sam, welcome in son. How are we, sir? How goes life? Oh, done it again. Sorry guys, I'm trying to... This is... Charlotte will tell you, my rum looks bigger on camera, put it in. And that's that one water changed. 50% water change. Now to fill it back up. And this is how I fill it back up from the bucket. This is the soft water. Yeah, it goes from there. There's a pump in there and it's connected to this. Then this runs all the full length of the room. Like that. I can add to it so I can fill multiple tanks at once. If I need to, if I want to. Stick it on the tank. Turn the valve. And there we go, it's filling up. Right, I'm back guys. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, this is what I mean. Put some of the high protein stuff into the thing. Then you're like, basically, if they wouldn't eat that in with just that fed that, but we'll eat it like this. I mixed a load, I haven't got it now, I mixed a load of, basically, Keith, I mixed a load of shit fish foods together when I first got fish foods. Powdered them all up with my blender and things. Crushed up what I needed to. Then I added some agar and some rapashi, and I made loads and loads of like trays of it. And rather than let it set and go like jelly, I let it naturally dehydrate. And then what I was finding is it was lasting the plecos longer. Fed like a dried square piece of, well, it looked like a square piece of resin, you know, but it didn't break down as quick. And that was from adding some agar, which is like I think it's some sort of stuff from plants. Oh, if you beat me, mate, I hope you do. I'd rather wish you got to 200 than me. I didn't even know I was at 198, to be honest. But thank you for those who've subscribed. Having Fish Fam link on your YouTube channel really does help, because I had to delete. I got reported for my last live. And my last live, Keith, was my first ever video. It got 1,000k views in 24 hours. And then I had 23 subs in one night. I was like, the fuck's going on, man? And do you know what I've done? All I've done, Keith, I've made my intro thumbnails look jazzier. And it's up to my numbers like you wouldn't believe. I'm 100% sure that's what's done it, because I used to leave them plain. Yeah, but I had to delete it because it was done for copyright. Someone reported me for smoking. Yeah, that's right, you heard right. Someone sat in the background and clearly reported me. I agreed for the copyright things, strikes for the copyright of the music. But it wasn't even loud, and it wasn't even all the way through the video. It was for about 10 minutes. But I had to delete it. So it was certainly on an upward trajectory so far. I don't know why, because I'm a bit of a twat. So that tank's filling up now. Now I need to get this. This is my wastewater on wheels. No lifting buckets. Just move it in place. Move it in place like that. Get the pump. Drop it in. Switch it on. Out goes the waste. Yeah, so, well, not always, Keith. Sometimes I can go way off topic, but that's me being ADHD. And a little bit autistic. Once you've got the siphon going, you can actually unplug the plug and it still continues to siphon up until the bucket's empty. And that was all made from a £35 Amazon Python type thing, and I got all this out of it, this water line, and that just runs out my bedroom window down. It's cable tied to the down pipe, and then it goes straight into the drain. I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use cereal for the veins in it. That might increase the GH. I wouldn't use it. I would. The only rocks I would use, Sam, is anything in here. I wanted to use cereal and it put me off. There you can hear the water coming out. Yeah, that's why I didn't use it. But no, it's a big no-no. Dragon rock, lava, anything in here. You don't want them GHs creeping up. But so will I, but at the same time, it's going to creep up. My pH is at 6. But mine's been kept at 6 by the soil. I've got actually done this. It's about a quarter tap water and 3/4 RO with a little bit of extra GH and KH just to boost it up. And I've got the TDS at 120. I mean, I wouldn't know because I've always stayed away from cereal for that reason. Same with that Mountain Rock, that I had that in, like it was called Mountain Rock. And that altered my TDS massively, so God knows what it did to the water. If I hit 200 today, or whichever day we're on now, tomorrow, well, I'll do a giveaway of some sort. Frodo Stone, yeah, that rings a bell. Is that something new? Because I think I might have seen it somewhere. And I know why it's called Frodo Stone, because of it looks like it's off a set from the Hobbits. Frodo Baggins. I thought cereal does. Or is it your GH it affects? Oh, Keith, by the way, this is Sam, and if you want to talk scaping stuff, he's your guy. He also keeps a lot of red bucephalandras. Sorry guys, I didn't realise I had the camera out of the tanks. Rhino stone, I know that one I have heard of. Looks like a rhino skin, and it's got like lined crevices in it, like creases naturally in the skin. Boats and shrimps, I know. Oh, by the way, Sam, I don't have any shrimp anymore. Shrimp are all gone, mate. Barring Glenn's tank there. The Glenn's having the boas. They're empty, that tank's empty. This shrimp tank's empty. Gone. Yes, as I say, it's a word on the street for me, but I've personally, I can't say 100% yes because I haven't used it for that reason. Yeah, but then what's some of the smooth river rocks? I've got river rocks in here. But then what are them made up of, do you know what I mean? Just dubious, really. I've just played it safe, I guess. Because I did want cereal stone in my discus tank. I've seen some real nice pieces, and I was like, nah. Oh, you've used it in your Fontosa. I'm basically, Sam, each one of them shrimp tanks is going to have an individual pair of apistogramma in them. And I'm going to breed a load of different apistogrammas. Because I want to. I was even thinking a dwarf snakehead. That was the fish I was thinking, Keith, in this tank by itself. But it's subtropical, so I don't know how I'd go about that. I've always wanted a snakehead. Always. Well, just like I've always wanted discus. But I could say that for a lot of fish, really. I've used them, Keith. They're a fucking brilliant filter. As far as hub filters go, they're probably the best, in my opinion. And I use hub filters. I'm using them on 4 different tanks. Just don't buy the All Pond Solutions hub filter with the built-in UV shit. All Pond Solution lights die. Man started flickering and then won't turn on. Yeah, I'm not overly keen. The only reason I have hub filters on there, Sam, is just for buffering purposes, because them hub filters are literally just full of coral, crushed coral, and that's it. Nothing. No, they're not even really a filter. They're just running the water through. All Pond is fucking shite. Although the tanks are good. Can't fault the tanks, but yeah, the lights are shit. The other one, the one down here is All Pond. When you turn on, it flickers. It's the same light, funnily enough. But I'm on my second All Pond Solutions hub filter, and they are absolutely garbage. Now these little Aquiel ones, right? You don't even hear them. These are just like. I'll just go a bit closer so I can get to them. Look, it's just got. That's all I've done with mine. It's just running. You can't even see through there. But rather than put the sponge in, I put a sponge 30 grade sponge filter on the inlet, as opposed to, because then what I found with hub filters, they can backfill. But I run all these just to buffer the pH up and that. And then I've got, this is the one, don't buy it, it's rubbish. This one, don't buy it. And then don't leave your UV light on like I have. Oops. Oh well, at least I won't get no algae. Yeah, they're not poo, they're absolute poo. Tidals, well, it does what it said on the tin. It's like you buying a heater. Which one would you go for? You'd go for I can't pronounce it. Aheim. Tidals are quite strong as well. I am liking the Biomaster though. Oh. Your All Pond one, All Pond Solutions. But yeah, Sam. No shrimp. Oh, Sam, by the way, my books is all gone as well. And my mosses. Apart from the moss growing on the filter. There's only Glenn's boas. Yeah. I've got some of that from the Fissendon's Noblest as well. Seems weird not having this all lit up. Weird. Do you know what I do for that reason? I overfilter because I fucking hate seeing shit in the water, literally. Like I'm looking at my discus tank now and I can see bobs of pleco pool just falling down from where there was. But yeah, they're getting to grips with each other nicely. They're both there. She's behind the wood. So white. That's why in some tanks I run skimmers and stuff as well. I'm a big fan of skimmers because I don't like the surface water to have that greasy stuff on, bits of plant and stuff. I'd rather it get sucked away. So I bought some skimmers off Glen. Keith, and I modify them with a different, and it just to work a bit more efficient. And if I put one of them in a tank for 20 minutes with all the surface build up, it's gone. Good little filters. They're the Aquiel ones, Aquiel little skimmer. But you just adjust them and they work a treat. Drop a link, Mike. Anyone wants to drop a link for their channels or any videos or anything, feel free. I like proper fish talk though, it's science in it, and I love science. Just that's a geek in me, I guess. No worries, Mike. Most welcome. Nice ink work, by the way, Mike, as well. Oh, okay now. Oh. Might even go back to sleep, and I've not long been awake. I thought about it, Keith, but then I'm like, what do I need most? Do I need more tanks with fishing to breed, or do I need more tanks for fish water breeding? You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's going to be 4 tanks of 4 different species of apistogramma pairs, and then the bottom's going to be for all the fry. And then for any fry I get from any new tanks, this one's empty and this one's empty. And I'm thinking of moving them possibly into that tank up top. Julia the Chromas 2 up top. So I've got some nice big pieces of rock I could add onto that. I could add all them onto there. Then that frees me that tank up for a pair of, I don't know what yet. I've got so many things going through my ADH mind, I don't know how to slow down. I just get a buzz. I just get an absolute buzz off breeding fish. I really do. It's the only way I can describe it. Yeah, I think so too, Mike. When you've got fewer tanks, you can focus more on it. It's like, if I go more planted tanks, will I then lose my focus on the ones that I already had planted, you know? So I'm a bit umming and ahhing to what to do. I don't really know. um, that's that tank done, that tank done. Next is water change on this tank. It needs a big, it's got pleco crap everywhere. Yeah, I'm a thingy buyer. I sent Charlotte. I've emptied my drawers literally. I've got no more spare heaters or anything. Charlotte went home with enough stuff to set up about 6, 7 tanks, and enough plants to plant a few tanks. It's better to have the fish you want than the fish you don't want, if that makes sense. Which I've done. I shouldn't have bought some of the rock dwelling species I bought. I ain't done good with the Kungwensi, I ain't done good with the Zambia. Done good with everything else. I even thought about moving the Ocellatus Gold to the bottom tank. And then that frees up that for something. So I don't. Believe it or not, these tanks first had German blue rams in. That had a black rams, and I had German blue rams in long fin in that one. They used to argue at the glass, so I had to put a light on the glass to turn the middle partition green, just so they couldn't see each other. No, it's not about YouTube, it's about you. Definitely. At the end of the day, all them subscribers and followers and whatever you call them will be there if they want to be there or not. And if they're there for what you really want to enjoy as opposed to what you want to think they do. Yeah, it's not about YouTube. You can make people happy with just general chat, fish chat. I personally don't like seeing guppies and stuff. Just been there, done that, and it's just, yeah, why? I like out the box type of fish, but something that's why I want the discus, really. My discus tank this will be my main focus on my channel. These are all getting changed colour as well, and that's going to be the same colour with an handle on and a latch, just so I can access the canister in my arrow. I certainly didn't pick what fish YouTube want. These are the fish what I already had. I'm certainly not going by what I'm certainly. I mean, I'm not going discus because I've seen discus on YouTube. I'm going with discus because it was one of the first fish I ever saw as a child when my mum and dad had them. And if I close my eyes and think back to when I was like 10, 11, I can see that discus fish, you know? Yeah. God, they're just majestic fish. They're just awesome. You don't need loads of fish to make money from. You need fish to enjoy. It's not all about making money. That's why I give a lot of stuff away. Because I enjoy it. I guess that's the part I enjoy in the hobby, giving stuff away. I mean, I think Glenn home with a car boot full. I sent Charlotte home with a small van full. You don't see them often in our local shop. That is a fact. They've always got the shitty marbled angels and that. Them plecos both together, look. Forming a right romance they are. But I tell you something now, the warmer you have your water, the more active your plecos are and the more the poo. Fact, because these was in a tank at 25 Celsius, they're now in a tank at 28 Celsius. And it's like the metabolism's working 50 times faster. Yeah, you do. What? It's like when I kept snakes in that cave, I always kept wild types. And someone said to me, "Why?" I said, "Because I see natural beauty in the real form, as opposed to man-made or man interfered, shall I say?" Oops, sorry. And if someone asked me which fish do I regret getting most so far, it would be the Brashadi, for the simple reason they just don't stop breeding. I've never had a fish breed so easy. Honestly, it's by far on my top list of. There's no interfering need in the parents, and then the siblings do the job for the kids. Yeah, something like that is to aim for, Keith. It's like I've got that pair in a 25-litre tank. And honest to God, now there's about 100 in there. But they're not stopping. I'll show you. They're literally, look at the sand mound. Whoa. Look at the sand mound they've made. Look at the big sand mound. There's all babies inside the skull. The male's the albino, the female's the man. But all the babies are normal. Got very blue tips on them. Yeah, they're not as nice as they look. They don't stop. They cost a fortune to feed. They do have a lovely blue sheen to them though. But yeah, look, I'm sending these all to Charlotte. She's coming to collect these and my next lot of fry from my Julia de Chromis Kiplii. Oh, started making. Our man made these, by the way. I put little slots in the caves for this reason, because as you can see, they had in them. They love these nooks and crannies like this. That's my thing of Julia de Chromis. They're comfy like that. It's like I did this for these, and ever since I did this for these, they've been coming out way more. All the fry are under there. This baby's in that egg. Right, where is she gone? Right there, there's the female. Isn't it my eyes up? And people say mad things when look like tadpoles, but they're not. It's actually bubbles. Little spams. It's the only thing with a canister filter though, you're left with all that. Well, that side back end looks clean. Oops, sorry. Getting so clumsy these days. Yeah, can you see them? They're mad. Let's see if it shows up on it. Look, it looks like loads of shooting little stars. Why's it showing bubbles up like that? Because all I see where they are is bubbles. It's like loads of shooting stars. That's where my water's flowing literally across the tank, this way down, back round. Yeah, oops. Mad. It's like the way the glass changes colour. I've done like a tube accent, like coloured light behind it. So literally, if the main light was off, you get this. You get a glow like that. Skews all the glare there. I've got some amethyst clusters coming from Belinda Keith, Craig's missus. One's going here, one's going here, like they're coming out the sand. Amethyst it is. This stone. But it looks in this form. And the best thing is it's in a hat. Just wanted a little bling. Weren't cheap, but they weren't expensive. She did me a good deal. She got some stunning crystal pieces what would look amazing, you know, them big clustery. Don't buy Igalites either. Damn thing. Right, that's tank 2 nearly filled. I will be, yeah. Well, I know he's putting an order in or putting an order in, so I might miss it. Or I might bid on some of the auction ones, yeah. I don't know. I like doing auctions. I like bidding in them. But if I get any plants, it's crypts. They just seem to do alright with me, on for me. Crips never look good when you first plant them though, and then after a good day, good nutrition and good water and blah de blah, a bit of light, they just lift up. I love to see a crips lift up, because you know when it's starting to lift, it's I think so, yeah. To be honest, I haven't been kept in the loop of what's happening. I think Glenn and Jeff have discussed it between themselves. Even though I have run over 200 auctions on the band. But that's okay. I don't want the admin stress of it all anyways. But yeah, I think it'll be good. Just need to make sure you've got the numbers at the time and people are available really. It's working out when's best for everybody. But the format needs to be known, how you're going to make payment, where to. Before the auction even needs to be done, you need to know all the details. You want to know if they're putting goods and services fees onto the auction, or do it at your own risk. Otherwise people get banned. Do you know this rock, it started pink and now it's turning excuse the muck in the nails, I've just been in tortoise soil. It's turning purple. This is Dream Amethyst. Yeah, I think it's so. Well, Glenn, where's Glenn going to store the plants? Was one of my questions. Sorry guys, I was just plugging the filters back in. Doing a bit of ag slog in the background. Well, it's questions what need answering. You want to know at the end of the day, you want to know whether the auctioneer and the person's lots that have been auctioned, the seller wants them covered by the fees. Are they going to cover them, or is it covered by the buyer? Or do they just trust it? Someone could get really banged. And someone could make loads of money. And then just vanish. you've got to build up a good number, or you've got to whip up a good number of people wanting to be active in the auction. It's like, like Craig, I get Craig, what's the point of doing Australia? Who can Craig ship to? See the size of Australia. What if there's only another Aussie in there? I'm sure I'm sure they'll work it all out and that, but they've got to have policies of some sort in place. Like if someone makes a payment bounces, or someone don't pay on time, you get like a set amount of time to pay, which 24 hours is more than enough. But you'd be surprised, Keith, I never got people turn up to pay, and they always, what we did, we pretty much banned them from the page or the channel, whichever it was. Or if they ever future bidded, their bids won't count. It's not fair on the other people bidding when someone makes a bid and can't front the money up, because that does happen. It's a bit of a can of worms in a way. I mean, Glenn knows I ran loads. Glenn's bought off my auctions a few times. So has Shrimp Shrimmer Sam, who was in earlier. He's bought off my auctions. I used to do Bucephalandra auctions as well. Why do you want to see my face? I'll pass, thank you. If you want to know what I look like, look, maybe watch a past video. Yep, exactly, Keith. Doesn't always work out. You always get some a-hole. Hiya Christine, welcome back. Oh, 100%, it needs to be pretty much, if it's done through YouTube, it needs to be legally binding. If that makes sense, it needs to be done proper. You want coverage, you want to know if there's a DOA policy. What is the DOA policy, and so on and so forth. What's the range of your shipping? What's the shipping costs? Sweet takers. Christine, what did you think to Offish earlier speaking in Scandinavian, Swedish and Danish? It was very interesting. Weird, innit? It's actually Viking. It's mad to think that that's how the Vikings communicated. It's like, what did they even say? Imagine when the Vikings, all you knew was English, and the Vikings rolled up just saying a load of that. You'd be like, what the? No wonder they were scared. 13% Scandinavia, Keith, and 11% Germania, and 3% I've got Southern Asia, and I don't know where that's come from, but I got my heritage thing done. So I'm a Saxon, Anglo-Saxon. Pretty much like you'll be Anglo-Saxon, which makes sense because you're in the northwest. office who comes on here, Johannes, is Keith is from Sweden, and his English is that good. He sounds American, but he can speak Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, bit French, and his English, it sounds more American. It's hard to explain. Christine, you know what? Doesn't it sound American? Or like he's a Swede what's lived in America for the last 20 years or something. Look at them two playing. Look at them both. This is my spot. No, it's my spot. No, it's my spot. Trying to nudge you, he is. If I put a cave in now, they'd breed. 100%. I guarantee it. Even at juvenile, sub-adult. Do you know, since they've been in here, I think 10 days now, Keith. And I've not even fed them because they've literally just cleaned the back of the glass, all the wood. I put some bacteria in, all this was all fluffed up with biofilm, all where you can see the piles of poo. Yeah, it's a mad accent. It's mad how they sound because of the way they speak. It makes them sound Americanish. Dutch is the same though. I find Dutch is the same. I think Dutch people almost sound like they've lived in America. It's 28 Celsius. Well, it's 28.5. It's weird though because it feels so much warmer than my other tanks. My other tanks only run at 25, 26. So putting my hand in this tank, it's like quite weird as opposed to putting my hand in another tank. Like a clean American, like a clean sounding American, like almost like an American actor sounds, if that makes sense. Because that's what I used to base that American off. People like Tom Cruise, and it's like I think Jeff sounds a bit like Eddie Murphy, with a mix with Jeff sounds like a cross between Eddie Murphy and Peter Griffin. Hi, it's me, Jeff. Hi, it's me, Jeff. Hello there. It's me, Jeff. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Christine. It's so nice to see you. Oh. Oh, Melvin's in the building. Everybody hit that like button. Oh, hello. Not Western Cali, but more like Oregon. See, I wouldn't even know what someone in Oregon sounded like. I always thought American was... I knew you had the y'all, proper southern speaking. You're like, you're Alabama and all, Louisiana and all that. And I knew the difference between that and like New York or Chicago, but it's mad. Because we're British, we only know our accents. I find languages interesting as well. I'm a geek like that. Oh, hello, it's Christine. Hello, Christine. How you doing? It's me, Jeff Griffin. Sorry, Jeff, I love you really. Right, that's tank number 2 filled. Next is this tank, but I'm not doing this tank yet. I'm having a break. From what I've heard, yeah, a bit of how one of them American accents where they all say, "Hello, y'all," like that. How you doing, y'all? I think you've got a slight country accent, American accent of what state, whatever state you're in. How y'all doing? Yep, that's that tank done now. Filled and cleaned. Next week filters. Filters get done once a month, just a sponge, that's it. And then I've got all these tanks to tackle, but I'm letting the water warm up first. But yes, Christine, I say country. See, this is what little I know about. And Chicago is Illinois. And I've got an American friend called Jed who lives in I think it's St. Louis. Is it St. Louis, Illinois? I'm sure it is. He lives there and he sounds very different to you. I like about all the American accents though, me personally. I think it's like the Americans like the British accents and stuff. Right, anyway guys, I'm going to wrap it up here now anyways, because I'm going to go get some food and find something good to watch, and then I might tackle this tank. I'm on the night shift tonight. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for talking, thanks for chatting. Muchos respetos. I shall speak to you all soon. See you, Cave. Take care, guys. And you, Christine. Much love. Bye, guys.